I'm Kejang Henry at Timbe, thanking you for being there with our top stories. Health officials sound alarm call for rapid intervention as bedbug invades Yaoundé. The predators are known to be giving Yaoundé residents sleepless nights. And 5 patients undergo spectacular coronary heart surgeries in 4 days at the Douala General Hospital, bringing to 160 cardiac interventions carried out within 10 years. And stakeholders pledge to improve the situation of persons living with disabilities as they celebrate the 32nd edition of International Day of Persons with Disabilities in Bamenda, northwest of Cameroon. Those were top stories, the news in a split second. And welcome to join me on the 6:50 News. I'm Kejang Henry at Timbe, and of course our social media handles are open for consultations on Canal International on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Fondly called micropredators or nocturnal parasites that feed on blood from warm-blooded mammals. Recently, Yaoundé bedbugs have invaded some neighborhoods as they leave their hiding spots into mattresses, walls and windows as well as moldings. Hyacinthia visited some of the bedbug-infested environments like Ekunu in Yaoundé, where residents are coping with the invasion.
This is the Ekunu neighborhood in Yaoundé, commonly known as Briqueterie, where the phenomenon of bedbugs, as alerted by the Division Officer of Yaoundé 2 in this communique on Thursday, December 7, is becoming rampant, affecting different households, taking victims by surprise with hard bites. When I woke up, my body was different, itching with patches of blood. We rushed to the hospital and discovered that I was bitten by bed bugs. They hide in the mattress and sofas and other dirty places. The dangerous insects, mostly active at night, medical practitioners say, cause a lot of damages to the human body.
There is no particular disease that it transmits, but it's that side effect that of the beating that it causes to the person. Because, it causes, in fact, that itching sensation that you have. You cannot live in front of people. You're scratching yourself all over the day. People are looking at you. And those scratches can even cause papular rashes. The medic cautioned that cleanliness is the surest way to kick out the insects from the households. When you realize that every night when you wake up, you see that you have those patches, red patches, that are signs of their activity on your body during the night, you simply bring out your bed. You wash all the surrounding of the bed. You wash even all the room with detergents, and you also use disinfectants such as to kill the bed bugs. After that, now you aerate the room such that it should not be as promiscuous as it was at the beginning, and such that you can continue your life without any problem. And once infected, he advises, when you're already bitten, since you're having the itches, what you can use is antihistaminics. Antihistaminic drugs are those drugs that are going to help you, such as to reduce the body's reaction towards the bite of the insect. And for the homes visited this Friday, the inhabitants are on the alert, taking precautionary measures to bar the way for the parasites.
Well, thanks very much, Hyacinthia, reporting there from Yaoundé. And week-long activities to mark the 32nd edition of the International Day for Persons Living with Disabilities have ended in Bamenda, with authorities promising to alleviate the plight of persons living with disabilities, as Annie Collins reports from our Northwest Bureau.
Il s'agit d'un patient de 58 ans qui a une maladie d'une valve de son cœur. A 58-year-old man. In their various forms of disability, persons with special needs arrived the meeting hall for a panel discussion on their 32nd International Day in Bamenda.
The City Council built a parking space for vehicles, but there is no parking space for persons with disability where you can park a vehicle. Even in front of my office, in the center town in Commercial Avenue, persons with disability find it difficult to access it because before you come, vehicle have already parked. You have to go around, maybe park your bike or your vehicle in a long distance before trekking there, which is very funny.
After the panel discussion and speeches, those who called the shots in decision-making to better the lot of the thousands who need special care in society all spoke.
I'm talking about the examination boards in our country, yes, that they have a problem with printing even the papers, even the courses, even the subjects. It goes even at the level of primary, secondary, and the higher education in our country. Also, some lecturers or some teachers don't consider, they don't take enough or they don't sensitize people enough about persons living with albinism in our schools. Some of them come and they are seated behind, or maybe they want to sit in front, they are tolerate. They are not like, it's not everybody can speak the way I can speak.
On their parts, confessional institutions through the Holy Scriptures are also taking the bull by the horns.
Incidentally, yesterday we brought together teachers, principals and PTA presidents from 33 colleges across the region, and we had to evaluate their PTA projects and the level of implementation this far. We should know that. And we have appointed focal point persons in all functional schools.
This year's edition of the International Day of Persons with Disability saw a greater involvement of government agencies placed under the coordination of the Northwest Governor's Office.
Thanks very much, Annie Collins. 5 cardiac patients have undergone successful coronary heart intervention at the Douala General Hospital. The 5 patients were operated upon within 4 days by a combined team of Belgian and Cameroonian cardiologists. Ambo Gladys Edibang was there.
Il s'agit d'un patient de 58 ans qui a une maladie d'une valve de son cœur.
A 58-year-old man undergoing heart surgery at the General Hospital in Douala. The surgeons are replacing his malfunctioned heart valve with a mechanical prosthesis to restore blood flow to areas of the heart.
That patient has a tight aortic valve stenosis that was calcified, meaning that the valve is not able to open again. It's totally occluded. So now the role of the surgeon is to go and replace that valve. But before replacing that valve, he needs to know the status of the coronary arteries. He needs to understand if these coronary arteries are not also blocked, they are not also obstructed.
A similar case for this patient who has been suffering from a heart malformation from birth. His heart enveloped with fluid and showing signs of heart failure. His condition has improved 48 hours after leaving the theater. I feel better after the surgery. I no longer feel pains. My condition in general has improved. 5 patients who were selected within the campaign had their surgeries done by the Belgian mission to Cameroon in collaboration with local cardiologists, a mission that has always recorded success in its actions.
Well, I remember a couple of years ago, a young patient, he was 20 years old. He had a really strange syndrome, like the pericardium, the envelope around the heart was totally stuck and calcified because of probably tuberculosis. So the heart could not beat in a proper way. So this patient was really feeling very, very bad, and I think if we hadn't been operated on him in a couple of weeks, he would have died. All of a sudden, he just got miraculously awake, alive and well, with a big smile.
Talking to reporters, the director of the Douala General Hospital, Professor Name Luma, disclosed that many patients have successfully had heart surgeries within the past 10 years.
We have operated over 160 cases in the last 10 years, and this is great help to Cameroonians, most who could never have had such level of care.
He adds that discount is sometimes given to patients who cannot afford the cost, a part of the hospital humanitarian action.
And talking to reporters after the spectacular cardiac intervention, the director of the Douala General Hospital, Henry Nameluma, says that the health facility, which is one of the best in the country, equally provides other services to Cameroonians. Now let's have a listen.
In this hospital, there are many other subspecialties. We are known for subspecialties in cardiology. We are known for in treatment of burns. The intensive care is of a very high level. We have orthopedic surgeons who carry out various surgeries. You see, so it is not just cardiac surgery. At the moment, the ENT department had cases where they were trying to repair people who had malformations. So that is something which is being done. So it is not just cardiac surgery. If you say we need to open up, of course there is a service here for cooperation, and we have partners. We have partners all over, and we're still going to have more partners. So we have them in other fields. So it is not just in cardiac surgery. And while we have partners, so other hospitals in Cameroon partner with us, because I will tell you that as of today, the Douala General Hospital has been involved in the opening of 3 hemodialysis centers, for example.
I'm the director of the Douala General Hospital after the spectacular intervention or cardiac intervention. Nico Hale remains one of the no-nonsense fellows across the world who will now tell you things as they are, even in the face of adversities. The acclaimed Peace Crusader has again bagged 3 awards for his peace initiative. In the following report, Morindi says that these 3 awards from 3 different organizations makes Nico Hale's 178th after having rejected 9.
Renowned lawyer and international peace crusader Tunfo Barrister Nico Hale shines again for his ceaseless fight in peace building, hate speech, xenophobia, corruption, and nation building. The latest of the recognitions are from 3 organizations. The first from Lifetime magazine publisher Team Finia, the second from Niger Diaspora magazine, and the third from Golden Awards. All 3 awards handed over to the International Peace Crusader December 6, 2023 at his law firm in Douala. The legal luminary immediately dedicated the awards.
I have dedicated the first award to the fount of Awing, who is celebrating her silver jubilee on the 15th of December. During that event, I'm calling on all the sons and daughters of Awing to celebrate wherever they will be on that day. They humble me, they motivate me to work more for my nation.
To the awardees, Tunfo Barrister Nico Hale continue to stand tall in peace crusading and peace setting in promoting nation building.
The award to Tunfo comes like some sort of encouragement for the sacrifices that he has done for this nation in all the spheres. Because if you think of any sphere that Tunfo has touched a hand there, it has always been a successful, rather a success story.
I told you I'm in Nigeria. I'm based in Cameroon. And I've been here for almost how many years? It's because of the peace. If I don't enjoy peace in Cameroon, I will go to another country. I'll go back to my country. But that good peace, people who let us enjoy the peace, is Barrister Nico Hale and others.
He's a very, very illustrious son of our wing, and we are very, very proud of him.
Whether it is hard or not, he keeps to it. That means he is ready to die for the truth. And so he can dare then to crusade, that means to fight for peace, to maintain peace, to bring about peace.
In the presence of His Lordship, Bishop Emmanuel Bushu, pastors, family members and friends, Tunfo Barrister Nico Hale took the engagement to keep pulling and commit to God despite the challenges. The 3 awards this December 6, 2023 leaves him at 178 awards. He has rejected 9 for undisclosed reasons.
Now let's talk health, as a campaign has been launched to make sure vaccination campaign to administer vitamin A to children from 0 to 59 months has been launched in Douala. And of course, this campaign will run for 3 days, as we hear from you, Christia Ray.
Are in high demand during this period. I have dolls in different regions. We shall start with Bikusi at Yaoundé. We will go to the Adamawa, North, Extreme North. After, we come to Douala and we finish at Malem. The young artist Zeppo continues rehearsals with her team to satisfy an audience who will come to see her perform very soon.
C'est un mélange de tout ça, répétition, réunion.
By this period, it's mixed with mixing repetition, organizing the teams in one way or the other, in different tasks, the dancers and all of that.
Il y a aussi les chorégraphie avec les danseurs.
To honor the different appointments, everyone has their own strategy, even if it is not always easy to be present at all events. Actually, now I am concentrated on my concert this December. It is after that I can talk about other activities.
Avant de regarder autre chose.
Between rehearsals with musicians, choreographers, or working sessions with event promoters, an artist day is not easy at the end of the year.
Chaque week-end de l'année, j'ai une sollicitation, qu'elle soit.
Every end of year, I have a solicitation. Be it private or public, sometimes I have prestation with my keyboard publicly.